Good morning, grasshoppers. Let's get the message out real quick. Starting in 5 minutes. Another great day for training. We run tournaments twice a day. Every day, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7:55 a.m. This is the first time we're attempting a little bit of a simulcast across Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitch. Primarily, I prefer Twitch, honestly. Send out the Discord. Where's my Discord? Oh, we have to change a couple of things on the stream label. We haven't yet done the date. Let's do that while everybody's here. If you ever see that information is incorrect, it's not such a bad idea to help me out. Grandmaster Awonder Liang has always been an amazing and interesting young man. My first interaction with him, or my first sight of him in 2009 in the Minneapolis Junior High School, he was probably 8 or 9 years old in 2009. No, I take it back. He was less than that. Uh-oh. 1 second here. Good. For a moment I couldn't see my own chat. Meant to change my wallpaper today. Did not quite get a chance to do that. 9th of April. There are quite a number of young, aspiring Grandmasters out there that have been disrupted by this random pandemic that I'm certain everyone has heard about by now as real. I love the fact that Gina, Bobina, Banana is still up there as our most recent follower. Definitely would like to make certain that Len Buke, our most recent raider, gets some attention, as well as Chiquitas, who may have allowed us to break some records the other day. Paul Porta, also known as Peter's Fiddler. be certain to follow all three of those and our erstwhile ever so able Mad Quick Chess. I'm hoping to get all of those in. Now, Riku Karbob. Good morning. It is a Friday morning. I've found that the Friday mornings are the least best attended for whatever reason. Either everyone's going out on a Thursday night, or they just can't wait to start the weekend, so they start by sleeping in. It's unfortunate, but true. Last Friday I took both morning and afternoon sessions off. I did not stream last Friday for the first time in a while. Felt weird. Sleeping in. Could also be one of the reasons why we have no one up here. I didn't take it off the calendar, unfortunately. So I did sort of have a little bit of a breach. If you've not checked out the calendar, I posted that link just a moment or two before.
Ten, nine, eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Here we are. We are off and running. Oh, we can't forget Shalakai. But first, a word from our sponsor. Shalakai, Blue Elvis, don't want to play it that way? No, let's just play it very quietly. Very, very quietly. This is a pawn sacrifice. It was a pawn sacrifice. My opponent does take the opportunity to try to take over the center. Yeah. You may. I'm going to leave a pawn on e5, by the way. However we do it, I'm going to leave a pawn on e5. Alright, fair enough. I'm not going to leave a pawn on e5. I might just attempt to strip our opponent of his control of the dark squares around his king. Oh, it is? No! Let's check this out. Thank you so much. Let's clobber that. Feldar, wow, how is it doing now? Fortunately, well, that's good. Alright, so the king moved over. I thought so. I guess we do have a little bit of a scramble on our hands. Our opponent let us play knight h6 twice. That's rather tragic. This should be the end of the game. Sorry, Ezekias. I know you play better chess than that. Chess moves and music are. Hold the phone. Let's find out. Good morning. Rogan, how are you? Alright, let's do that. So I clobbered one thing. Feldar, wow. We're getting warmer. It is because I'm multi-streaming. I'm attempting to stream to Facebook, YouTube. I'm going to close that. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to also close that. I missed you, buddy. Did you start the new job that is keeping you from being around? I was just curious. Alright, one moment. Aha! There's another item. Yes, speakers. Doing something funny? It's not supposed to do something funny, I've heard, by the way.
This nation already knows you, Tuesday.
Good morning. Ribbon Bonsai. Bonsal. Thank you for the follow. This is, wow, I took a beating in the rating here? Where did I take the beating in the rating here? I was actually close to, if not almost over 2100 again in the Blitz rating. You can already check on my... So Bishop F4. This is a pawn sacrifice. Thank you for the support. Rogan, you're the best, man. By the way, apparently, mods can now take part in the predictions. Well, my opponent chose not to participate in the pawn sacrifice. Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate it. Donating to the stream contributes to a lot of stuff for the most part. Helps me with the random expenses of streaming, because most of this, if most of you don't realize that when people start streaming, they are doing it out of pocket the vast majority of the time. I now have the two bishops. Let's open up the center. Threaten the pawn on d4. I'm not sure there's a way to guard that pawn, actually. Queen a5 check is the other way that I thought I might actually attack it, but when you're taking a free pawn, you're taking a free pawn. My opponent kind of helped me out by taking on b8 with the bishop. By capturing on b8 with the bishop, they enabled my rook to be on b8, guarding the b7 pawn. So now it looks like my other piece will be guarding the d4 pawn. Looks like this pain and anguish never ends in this particular position. The bishops of opposite colors. One day I'm going to break even. I appreciate the support. I hope that that is true. I will let everybody know when I break even. I am still negative thousands of dollars on this randomness. But it's thousands of dollars that should be and could be very worthwhile if everyone gets something out of it. Should I? Oh no. I don't really want the pawn on f2. Interestingly enough, I do not want the pawn on f2 at the expense of my opponent's pieces becoming active. Wow, was it the second pawn that did it? I was actually going to sacrifice a pawn to get to the back rank. Devakiran. Devakiran is a young player. Oh, I could have taken the pawn with check, but then I'd have to put my rook right back where I found it. I actually did not change the hour interval between streams. I actually let the world change the hour for me with the daylight savings time. Alright, fine. Ugandan weapon. I wonder if this is another fellow I know named George. George is one of my favorite chess players since, relatively since time began. We're going to anchor this. Anchor, anchor, anchor. Uh-oh. Now I'm tempted. I'm going to strip him of all of his we need to keep developing, everybody. Now that it's stripped, that is awkward, I have to admit. Very awkward. Whoa. Get out of here. Don't even think about it. I'm still asking you to remove yourself from my premises. Uh-huh. I did offer him a little something. And he's going to bite. Do I want to play it this way? We just better reinforce our d-pawn because it is weak. Our d-pawn is a wee bit weak. We always have. We always have. Yeah, daylight savings time, which is a wee bit of a jettison honestly, in the vast majority of the world. So let's just think about this for a moment. I want to put that knight back where it belongs. Now let's do it this way first. Is our opponent willing to sacrifice a piece? Wait just a moment now. That was very helpful actually, because everything still applies, with the exception that I get another attack. He saw through it. To a certain extent, he saw through it. But that might not be enough. I don't think he saw through it enough. Do I have to do it now? I think I do have to do it now. Okay. Not what I was expecting. But I do need to get my queen off of this bit. It's better to be lucky than good, everybody. This is a double attack of a different level. Winning another piece because of the threat of mate. Anish good morning, sir. How are you? One more time. We're about to do a Kramnik. I guess, Rogan, we need to do you have the last three World Championship study streams are yours and Rotten Lemons, who also has been off the grid. I mean, I could refund Rotten Lemons. I'm actually curious because I've raised the price on the streams, right? So the curious part to me is, interestingly enough, if I refund you, do you get 10K back? So there's an interesting way of looking at it, in the sense that someone could purchase something for a small amount, let's say 100K. I could do my favorite? Oh yes, of course. I do appreciate that. Alright, it's official. I have to take once the pin is gone. I am also hoping that you are free from any or all of much of this. Let's get this move in while we can. Well, that's interesting. You know what? Let's leave our king in the center. If our opponent is going to let us... That's craziness, everybody, by the way. There are many reasons why this is craziness. One of the earliest reasons why it's craziness is because I can just move my queen away. Maybe that wasn't the best move. Maybe that wasn't the best move. I gave back the pizza. Or did I? Or did I? I did. I did give back some of these pawns. That much is true. Escaped by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Burger was very greedy. I know, right? It was a good answer to your own question there. On the multi-stream, I will check later to see what's going on with the I am, of course, mildly uncomfortable about my king being in the center. But there's a tremendous amount of counterplay going on. How much counterplay, I cannot ascertain. Do I go for it? I just want to tempo that bishop before anything funny happens. Alright, good. And now for something relevant. Where are you going?
This nation owes you a huge debt.
Thank you, Gav Sheehan. Again, thanks to Joe Rogan for the bits. I will check that out. I will absolutely check that out. Let's take the Queen while we're at it. This is not going to be pretty, everybody. Those with faint hearts should shield their eyes. Those faint of heart should shield their eyes. Spurning the ladder, mate. Neither am I. I can honestly say that if you can say that you are not great at the game, as I can. Hold on there. Move 12, real quick. Uh-oh. Do I want to play? No. One join request. So here's the trick with playing casual games. Great is relative, exactly. You are so on it, sir. Hold on, let's take a quick peek over here at the most recent game. Move 12. Certainly it was probably better. After he sacked the piece, right? I think it's just an exchange. I actually considered it there. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Knight e5. Bishop takes... Knight takes attacking rook, and it's a nice even exchange. Far, far simpler. Feldar, you are good. I missed it. Right when you said it, or right when I was going to the game, I realized where you were headed with that. Devakiran, catching up. I find this to be the most humane game. Devakiran has always been a very strong player. We don't have a game for Ezekias. Who did he play last? He played Chess Daniel. Okay, it does show you when they are playing a game. Murat Erdal. Devakiran, are you watching the stream? Oh no, why am I paused? Oh, I see. He wants to play me. Quadraspassky, good morning. Are you here? I also like to take care of you guys in the chat. I am. In fact, I am a supporter. I support the Perpetual Podcast every month with a regular donation through whatever it is that I donate to them through. So if you listen to the Perpetual Podcast and you listen to the credits at the end, I will be one of those guys. And I think I can probably get Ben to support the stream as well. Early on, I think, I've been a supporter since before I even started. I doubt that I'm going to get a game. I just realized it was under 6 minutes. It is excellent. My ex-wife, Beatrice Marinello, outlines her travels at one point in the middle of the previous season. I think Christopher Chabris might be one of my other good friends who I think is very insightful on the Perpetual Chess Podcast. We're going to have to do a review of the Perpetual Chess Podcast individual once. Perpetual Chess Podcast should come up as part of, I'm not sure if it's under podcast. There it is. I happen to guess. I was going to call it PCP as a command, but then I thought that might get the stream flagged. Right? So I think the pairings for this event are very, very standard. I cannot play Anish again. Deva Kiran is playing Ezekias. This is why I don't believe that I'm going to get a pairing. And Warwick could be my next opponent. Warwick just lost to the Ugandan weapon. It could be my... I'm crossing my fingers if it's not my friend George Umanzinwa. I wonder if I can find out. Oh no, he's really in Uganda. He's not in Chicago or anywhere. Anish Berger is playing Murat Tadal. Mura Tarda. What does that mean? Mura's late? Mura Tarda 11. So yeah, I donate $10 a month to the Perpetual Chess Podcast. I highly recommend it. Do I dare? Notice that the game was shorter than X. It doesn't give us any points. Is that true? Now we're going to play 10 moves and off for the draw. We are going to play 10 moves and off for a draw. Because I want to test if this is a thing for the most part. All right, let's see what happened. Did we got no points for it? He got points for it. This is so weird, right?
This
Did
nation
he
knows
berserk?
you.
Did he berserk? I got no points for it. Grandmaster. I love the name, sir. Absolutely do love the names. Zero points for me either way. So that's interesting. 2083. And then I played Ugandan Weapon. I lost rating points on both counts, right? So I lost 2 rating points to Ugandan Weapon. I don't know that I lost any rating points to... Or did I lose rating points prior to that as well? Anish Berker. I beat Anish Berker. He was playing a 2084. So I gained 1 rating point playing Anish Berker. Apparently I did not lose any rating points playing Ugandan Weapon. And I'm just trying to figure out their rules here. It's very interesting. Oh, Ben is a great guy. He is one of the many that I've known since he was a kid. He's the same age and very good friends with Greg Shahade and Jennifer Shahade. They all went to school together as kids. So where are we? We are discussing it here. I only have a few minutes, unfortunately, as I end the stream. We're going to see how our multi-stream went. There were no chatters on Facebook or on... But I can check the views, actually, on Facebook, at least, and YouTube. I do not plan on doing this too often. Perhaps only once a week am I going to stream to all 3 channels. I may do it again tomorrow morning for the 7:55 a.m. because I don't think anybody in the United States is awake. I also need to find out what page I'm streaming to on Facebook that makes a difference in any event. I'm very proud of all of you guys. Feldar, wow, did the... Oh, you know what? The speakers. The speakers. Now I understand what the speakers mean. So Granddad Master, Gav Sheehan, you might be awake. 7:55 a.m. tomorrow morning is 1 hour after this tomorrow morning. Crossing my fingers that you're here because we will be able to do... I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but we're going to try to do it. Or maybe on Sunday morning instead. If I can even speak. World Championship. Chess sounds still echoing. Ah. So are you watching my game in real time on Lichess? That would cause the sounds to echo. Here, I can recreate the sounds echoing. Yeah, I can imagine. So basically what I did was I turned down the speakers to 0. However, and I turned down the desktop audio to 0. Now there's the problem. The sound alert's good, so I'm still going to get my sound alerts. Thank you for the follow. BST. Surfo YouTube. Are you a streamer on YouTube? BTS? BST? Best Surfo YouTube. You know, honestly, I don't think about whether or not my opponent is using an engine. I don't believe that that is a good mindset for anyone to be in. If you start thinking about being in that mindset, you're going to be in trouble. Unfortunately, I have a class that started just a few moments ago, so I am in trouble as far as exiting stage left. But one of my favorite streamers is indeed on, and he is studying he is doing one of my favorite platforms. I'm just going to do a shout out for Chessable. I want to give all of our previous people. Lun Butte gave us a great follow yesterday. We have Blue Elvis, whom we raided yesterday. Shalakai, Mad Quick Chess, our erstwhile. Peter Svidler definitely deserves a follow. Always good. Does not always do chess. Very entertaining. Chiquitas, the three amigos. They are the trio of dynamics. They really are worth following. So please follow Shalakai as he is doing Chessable. And you can check out my socials here. I use Twitter more than anything. Not really Instagram as much. So only 4 heading over to Shalakai for some hardcore studying. Have a great day, everybody. Rogan, I will see you later today. I should be on, hopefully in the afternoon, in about 4 or 5 hours. I doubt that I will see you because I think it's wee hours of the morning for you. It is 10:48 p.m., so probably not. Cheers, everyone. Have a great day.
To me, knight b6 is correct. What is the